Yo, what up? Peace and blessing to the fam. This your big homie Jared with the Retro Insider. Thank you so much, all you new and returning visitors, for checking out today's video. Where we're gonna do just a quick overview of the A Ma Maniére Air Jordan 5 in the Dawn colorway. So this is the shoe that came out back in November of 2023, which is kind of crazy to think about. Almost 2 years here in the next couple months. So this is a reachback for me. So this is one that I really like when it first came out, but I don't think I was able to hit for retail. And I'm the type of person, it's not many shoes that I'm gonna buy for resale. So this is one that I just had to be patient with adding to the collection. And fortunately, I was able to get this shoe for below retail on eBay. So a seller had this listed for $279. I added it to my watch list. Not even a day later, they made an offer on it for $225, and I did a counter offer for $200, which they accepted. So out of the door, I think I paid $231, which, with this being a shoe that retail for $225, of course, paid less than retail for a brand new pair of this shoe, which yeah, I'm ecstatic about that, man. Anytime you can hit a shoe at or below retail with this type of quality and look, yeah, you got to be excited about that. So A Ma Maniére has released quite a few Jordan collabs over the few years. Now the hype isn't as high as it once was, but you know, that allows you to get shoes like this later at a good price. So I'm not mad at that at all. You know, I'm not really a hype person anyway. I'll only go after what I like and what I plan to wear. And this is one that I really like. I think I've made it clear on this channel before. Blue, anything with like blue and just about any shade of blue is going to be something that's my stilo. So this particular colorway, coming in this photon dust, which happens to be like a light gray upper, is sick with the black midsole, the diffused blue hits around the shoe, and then the aged elements, I guess you could say, on the outsole, and then the netting that appears on the midfoot and tongue. So yeah, man, this is a dope shoe. Like I said, it's a photon dust upper, so not quite white. I can pull in the Great Fives that just released, and I'll show you what white looks like. And I mean, to be honest with you, they're not far off, to be honest, but you can tell that it is gray. So like the original photos that came out for this shoe, like it really didn't look gray, it looked white. But trust me, even though the camera may not be doing it justice, this is like a very light gray, but still can be considered like a neutral colorway. Now, as far as like the design elements that I really appreciate about with this shoe, of course, is going to be that Stitch 23 on the heel. Also, that raised Nike Air branding on the back. I mean, how could you go wrong with that? And then the sock liner of the shoe comes in this diffused blue, and it has the A monograms. Now, as far as like different design touches that are different in the A Ma Maniére compared to the regular Air Jordan 5, of course, this back heel area is more streamlined and flat. Comparing it to the Great Fives, you can see those protrusions, which you know, I don't mind the protrusions, but I do think this makes this a little bit more sleek and, you know, just more lifestyle focused as far as the design. Now, of course, the netting is also different. With the Great Five, we had a traditional just white netting. This one here, we got the monogram A's that'll make up the netting right here, and those A's also make it to the tongue. In keeping with pretty much the most Air Jordan 5s, we have the 3M tongue, even though the Great Fives don't have the 3M tongue. You know, the 3M tongue is kind of what fives are known for. So on the left shoe rather, we got the A Ma Maniére A, and then on the right shoe we have the Jumpman logo on the tongue, and we kind of got these aged lace locks on the shoe. I took them off on the left shoe, but y'all can see it. Now, in addition to the gray laces that are stock with the shoe, we have a pair of cream laces and a pair of white laces. Now, the older I get, the more conservative I am, and when it comes to like lacing and stuff. So generally, whatever the shoe comes with is what I really rock. But, you know, I might play around with these two. They're not too out there as far as the contrast with these laces, so I'll try those. So yeah, man, other little design element that also differs is this lace portion of the shoe is done in this leather, when hopefully you can tell with the grapes it's plastic. So you know, just adds to the elevated nature of the release, which I think it looks great. Now this shoe came out with the dusk colorway, which was the black with the burgundy, and out of the two I really like the dusk, but as far as me and my personal taste and what I like to wear and what I foresee as being something I could wear more often, it would definitely be this colorway. Now this material here, it's like a very short haired like nubuck, and I can already tell it's going to be a pain to keep clean. And yeah, that's the only downside I would say I would have with this shoe. So even with it being brand new, we got a little mark right there, which I might play and see if I can get that out. But definitely going to use some type of protection, hopefully, that I can spray on this without altering the integrity of the material, that'll help protect it as I wear it. So yeah, as we move to the inside of the shoe, we got the insole that has the Nike Air branding, and I pulled it out on the other shoe. So as you can see, it's embroidered in here. Dream Cell, not the polyurethane. You know, people say the polyurethane is better. It probably is a difference if you pay attention, but I don't pay attention to that. Yeah, I just rock the shoe. It's not like it's really gonna make or break the shoe, in my opinion. So nice added touch though to have that embroidered down there. So yeah, man, I'm excited about having this to the collection, and especially at the price point, like I said. Now, as far as Air Jordan 5s, and this one in particular, this was a women's release. So if you are interested in getting a pair like this, be sure and remember this is a women's release, so you have to do the size conversion if you want to get your men's size. So with 5s, I usually go down a half size from my normal Jordan size, which is a 12. So in these, I like to go with 11.5 in men's, and so that was a women's 13. And yeah, like to me, for some reason, 5s fit a little bit roomier than what I like. You know, I like to wear my laces kind of loose, and with going down a half size, wearing thick socks, I get that snug, more or less one-to-one fit that I like out of my sneakers. So yeah, man, this is a dope colorway. If you have this pair, how has it held up for you? Let me know in the comments below. How has this shoe held up for you over the course of a year and a half or whenever you got it? I'd like to know. Yeah, I'm gonna do my best to keep these in pristine condition, and you know, who knows, man, if I wear these out, hopefully the prices haven't increased much and I go get another pair. Now this is just, you know, me talking, but I like a shoe of this color palette. It's kind of neutral, has those kind of vintage elements, so even as it wears, it doesn't look so bad. It kind of just ages gracefully, in my opinion. So yeah, man, this is the Air Jordan 5 A Ma Maniére in the Dawn colorway. Thank you so much for checking out the content. Yeah, I'm gonna try to do some more of this stuff. I'm gonna have to slow down a little bit on the pickups. I've been going a little crazy, but at the same time, I gotta get shoes, man. I gotta get shoes, and I've been rotating shoes in and out of my collection, selling some. So I'm thinking about posting some of my shoes that are for sale on my website and sell directly to you guys. Most of them are going to be a size 12 and 11.5. So if you are interested in some of the, maybe some Jordans, some Nike sportswears, and maybe even some of my New Balance, stay on the lookout for that, man. I'm going to try to find a way to do it that's safe for both me, the seller, and you guys as the buyer. Now, I've sold tons of shoes over the years, on platform and off platform, like, you know, hand-to-hand type selling as well, even to strangers on the internet, and only done good business. That's just my character and who I am. But you know, you have to be careful on the internet, you know, both, like I said, from the buyer and seller's perspective. So hopefully these days I can get them on the site, give you guys the option to buy some of my shoes, whether they're just review shoes or shoes that I've actually worn and had in the rotation for a while that I'm just not wearing that much. I would love to be able to get those shipped off to some of you guys who would enjoy them more than I am. And of course, I'm gonna give you a good deal, man. I'm never here trying to like really hit people across the head with pricing. I'm just doing it in a way that's economical and feasible for me to keep bringing you, you know, videos with new shoes and things of that nature. So if you've made it to the video this far along in the video, hopefully you got something out of it. And if you did, go ahead and hit that like button. And if you'd like to go ahead and leave a comment, go ahead and do that. Subscribe for those you who aren't. But that's been it for today. Once again, thank you for checking out the video. Until next time, stay humble and proceed.